Mr. Lucci Del-Gaudio. Did I pronounce that right?
That's very good, Julian. Very, very
Nice
good.
one,
Thank
nice
you
one.
for pronouncing it properly, man. Yeah,
How you
good.
doing, brother?
Yeah, as you can imagine, I get. It's quite an odd one, that surname to pronounce, but
Yeah,
yeah.
I get the same, bro. You know,
It's
us
Southern
being
Italian, you see. It's
yeah,
Southern Italian, so yeah.
us being foreigners, you know, we got a pronunciation for our family name.
Yeah, yeah.
I get the same, bro. I've been called Julien Mason for years, but
I thought you was Julian. Even I thought you was Julian Mason.
but my real name is Julien Masson.
Julien Masson.
You know what I mean?
See what I did? Yeah, I know. That's fucking cool, man. Yeah.
I know, but you know, it's just the Englishized version. Like it's easier for everyone, man. So you get used to
Yeah.
you get used to that.
Lucci is just the shorter version of Luciano.
Luciano.
Mm.
Do you still speak Italian? Yeah.
I speak Neapolitan.
Okay. What's this?
It's a dialect. It's a dialect. It's Southern Italian. So
Okay.
yeah, I speak a little bit Italian. Not.
How many dialects do they have over there?
Just like you.
Okay.
Just like you. Yeah, just like you.
So the Sicilian is it quite different?
Dialects. It's a different dialect. You can tell. I went to Rome a few years ago. I took my family to Rome, and I really struggled there because their dialect is so strong. It's stronger, and it's like it's a nice dialect, but I struggled quite a bit. But luckily, majority of Rome now they speak English like they do across Europe anyway. So I was quite lucky. I didn't look silly in front of the wife.
Then whatever you do, don't look silly in front of the wife. Do you know what? I remember when I was growing up in Latvia and Lithuania. There was my father was like teaching. You know, I was assisting my father teaching. I told you, and one of the people some of the people he was teaching was the Latvian undercover police, and I was going to that place at the how do you call that, the police. It's not really a station. It's like a massive building. It's like the undercover police, massive building in Riga, and in the how do you call that? Not the underground. How do you call this? They had a place in that building when you go down. Yeah, the cellars, something like that.
Right. Okay.
They had their shooting range there, and they also had their gym. Yeah, where they were training, and so I was going there like pretty much every day. I was going there to train with the guys. And one of the guys to train with, Sergei Kotenko, his name was, and that was his stuff was Italian knife fencing.
It's big in Italy, fencing.
I know.
I was right. They're very good at it as well. They're very good at it. Yeah. I've never, not really my bag, that mate. But I've not. Yeah, but
I did a lot of knife fighting, a lot of different styles, and that was the first time I've been introduced to the Italian styles, you know. And the first move he taught me was called passata sotto.
Right. Do you know what? I always wondered why my dad really liked Zorro. You can remember Zorro?
Zorro. Yeah.
Watching this again. Yeah. I was always wondered about it. Yeah.
It's good stuff, man.
That'll explain it.
Yeah. So we got this big expo, martial art expo of yours coming soon. June now. That's not too long, isn't it?
It's around the corner.
That's right.
I've got a holiday before.
Okay.
Before that, so I'm taking a vacation before that.
Where are you going?
Just to Tenerife.
All right. Yeah, more Spanish
Tenerife,
side.
Canary Islands. You know, Canary. Yeah, to the Canary Islands. Family members' birthday, so we're gonna celebrate.
Okay, yeah, you're cutting a little bit. Can you hear me properly?
Yeah, I think is it my?
It's
might be my internet.
It's better now.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, we're cool.
All right,
we're on.
Yes, so you got. I was fortunate to be part of it last year.
Yeah,
good on you to invite me. I met a lot of really good people.
It's great for networking. Great for networking, isn't it? It's
yeah.
Meet. Yeah.
Well, through it, I met a few good people Reda Maduri that I got along really well with.
The big
And
guys back. The big guys back this year, Redo.
I know. Yeah. I'm looking forward to see him. There's quite a few people I'm looking forward to see, and that's a good thing because us as martial arts instructors and on the social media, you get to have a look at what people do, and it builds respect, and then you start talking to people and kind of become friendly with people over the internet, and you realize you got a lot of internet friends, but you've never really met them in person. So there is one person that I'm definitely looking forward to meet. It's Lee Hasdell.
Yeah, definitely.
Lee Hasdell is amazing. Like I've had some pretty cool chats with him about like esoteric, like magic, esoteric, and hermetics, like all that spirituality stuff. Man, he's really deep into that stuff. So very interesting guy to speak to, Lee Hasdell.
Yeah, I can't wait to see
guy.
I've been a fan of him for absolutely years. I remember back in the old days of sort of like cage fighting.
Yeah, well, he's a pioneer, isn't he?
I mean? Before, Godfather, the Godfather of British MMA.
He broke that shit in the UK.
Yeah, and he went all over the world doing this like Bushido fighting.
Yeah,
which we know now as what the young generation will know as sort of what they'll see on UFC.
Yeah.
But, in them days, the days before the cage.
Yeah.
He's teaching his system called CP4, called the CP4 system, which is basically a mix of MMA and combat protection.
Yeah, that's one thing.
That's going to be really, really interesting. Yeah. As you know already, he's got a black belt in Kudo. Well, he's very high graded in Kudo.
Several black belts.
He's very high graded.
Do you know? I hope our slot is not too close to each other, so I get to train in his.
Yeah. That's the problem. That's the problem when you put these things on. What time do you put people on, and everyone wants to train with each other, which It's one of them. It's one of them
for quite a while now, and the thing is, when I get on the road, when I get a car, that's next step. When I get that, I'll be able to drive around and go and see people a little bit more, and go and train various people, because that's the goal, isn't it? Kind of.
Of course it is.
I'm looking to get involved with that BJJ. I think that Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is amazing, or even I know yourself. You're a student of Robert Clark.
I was.
You were.
I wasn't a direct student.
Okay.
This is where you'll see a lot of. Have you had any students in the past just see you in Morrison's and go and say to his mates, "Oh, that's my teacher," but they've been to 3 or 4 classes and you've not seen him again. They've got no really right to call you that's my trainer.
Yeah.
Robert Clark was the head of the World Jiu-Jitsu Federation.
Yeah.
My brother taught me, and his teacher, a guy called Steve Elliott, and that was their coach.
Okay.
So however, saying that, I've done lots and lots of seminars, and I travelled to Liverpool quite a lot. I used to travel to Liverpool quite a lot to a place called Exactly. And I trained with the late professor there with many other great jiu-jitsu coaches, and that's where I got my trade from. But I would never say that Robert Clark was my teacher.
Yeah. Okay.
If that makes sense. Because I'll tell you why. Julian. There's I know lots and lots and lots of jiu-jitsu instructors, very good ones, who claim to be Robert Clark's student, but no, they're just like me. They travelled.
Yeah.
So far as I'm going to my teacher, I want to be with my teacher all the time. I couldn't just phone Robert Clark up for a chat because he was a busy guy. Do you know what I mean? So,
I've seen the long. He's got a video on YouTube. It's the long curriculum for all the belts.
Yeah, that was made. Yeah, that was made in 1986.
I've watched
now in 2023, and it still baffles me. It still baffles me that it's jiu-jitsu gold, and this was 1986.
Yeah.
He did another one called Advanced Techniques. I have the VHS, but I don't have a VHS bloody video to play it. He did another one called Advanced Techniques, which was just ultimately superb.
Beautiful level of skills, beautiful application. I mean, some of the cleanest traditional jiu-jitsu I ever seen, man.
Yeah, he was an intelligent guy as well. He translated all of the actual syllabus into English.
Yeah.
So my Japanese terminology is not very good whatsoever, and you can tell that you've come from you can tell your DNA has come from the World Jiu-Jitsu Federation, because the moves that you practice are all translated in English and not in Japanese. If that makes sense, yeah. Yeah. I know a little bit, and that's early through judo. And
same here, exactly the same here. My first martial art was judo when I was 4 years old, and I do remember the name, like, you know, Ogoshi, Osotogari, you know.
That's it.
Like all this little Japanese name. But then after, as I got into the combatives, for me it was okay. That's a hip throw. That's a variation of the hip throw. That's another variation of the hip throw.
Yeah.
That's, you know, and you're like, okay, well, you know, obviously it's interesting to find a name for everything, because then you can put it on paper and straight away you draw a mental movie of the technique in your head.
Yeah. There's lots of variations on the hip throw.
Oh yeah.
If you really break it down, it's a variation of a hip throw or a shoulder throw, a variation. But yeah, Robert Clark was a genius in my opinion. It was my first area. He took my black as a young boy. He took my black belt grade, and I remember walking up these stairs, and me and my training partners are training, and he walked up the stairs and was just like, bloody hell, that's Robert Clark.
Yeah.
Because soon in them days, soon as a jiu-jitsu student comes onto the mat, they're actually drilled that Robert Clark is, you know, he's our head, he's the guy. Everything we do is Robert Clark. Then as you get older, you see all the bullshit politics, don't you? As you get older, and you understand more. And
that is
not taking nothing away from Robert Clark. However, I did break away like many others, and that was from my own reasons.
And we're all meant to have our own journey at the end of the day, Lucci. You know, it's we're all like Bruce Lee used to say, you know, man, the creating individual, the living creature, the creating individual is more important than any established style or system. So if you have that creative mind, you know, and you feel that need to go and express yourself and go, right, this is what I learned. This is what I learned from this guy. This is what I learned from this guy and this guy. How can I bring all this together and build something that corresponds to me, something that suits me, something that I can make work, and something that is simple enough for me to pass on to my students.
Yeah. See, I didn't want to be controlled and be told what to do all the time.
The same.
And I tell you what the boiling point was. I had a chance to get Hoist Gracie over.
Okay.
We had 28 clubs throughout the Midlands area, 28 jiu-jitsu clubs, absolutely chock-a-blocked, absolutely rammed. Every club was rammed.
Yeah.
And I had a chance to bring Hoist Gracie over, but wasn't allowed because it was forbidden.
Why?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
That's one thing. That's one thing that I don't really understand in the world of certain areas of the world of martial arts, where it's just insecurity, man. It's don't train with that guy. Don't train with that guy.
Yeah. There's a massive problem in martial arts. I see it is insecurity. You hit the nail on the head there. It is insecurity. You have that in events as well and seminars. And it's the thing is, it's very obvious as well, Julian. It's very, very obvious as well. But it's one of them. There's no I can do. I tell my students to go and explore. I tell them.
I'm the same.
Do you know what I mean? It's not like there's no way they've got to be really, really good, haven't they? Or someone special. If one of your students has got to literally leave a city
Yeah.
to go and train with that person at all
Oh
times.
yeah.
Fine.
I've
I've got students, they do online training with
I
other
left the
coaches.
country to be able to go and train with someone.
Yeah.
I think I always say to my students, go and explore, go and train with that guy. You want to learn boxing? Go and train with that guy. That guy's good. You want to learn Thai boxing? Go and train with Panikos in Stockport. You want to learn combatives? Go and train with Lee Morrison in Southampton. You know, it's always like that, because everyone has got everyone is good at certain thing, you know, and if you want to be complete, you need to go and train with everyone. Like,
I had a really good student about 15 years ago. This about 15, really, really good student of mine. He wants me to teach him boxing.
Okay.
I says, I'm not. If you want to learn boxing, you need to go to. I can teach you boxing, but I can see if you want to take it serious.
Yeah.
And you want to learn properly, I'll take you to my boxing teacher who taught me from a kid.
Yeah.
And I've not seen him. This was 15 years ago.
Okay.
It's sort of like he found what he was looking for. He thought it was jiu-jitsu. He thought it was me because he read a book. He read a Jeff Thompson book called, what was it now? I think it was called Weight Training for the Martial Arts. He brought a lot of these little books out, and one of them was called Weight Training for the Martial Arts, because it said in there jiu-jitsu. Some sort. I've not read the book, to be honest. Some reference to jiu-jitsu. He came to me, and but jiu-jitsu wasn't what he was looking for. But however, he was very good at it, and he was a very good student. And he's a boxing coach now, and he's doing really, really well. And you know, when we cross paths, I get a thank you for that. I said, do you know what? It was a brilliant thing what you did there, and it was a brilliant. And I'm like, you know, good luck, man.
That's a great feeling as an instructor.
Yeah, good luck to you, boy, man. Good luck to him. Yeah.
Do you know when you know you've helped somebody? Like I've had a few times, you know, like people sending me like email, like people that I've got in a situation on the doors, like people working that trained with me. And, you know, like saying to me, oh, you know, the shit you taught me kind of saved me on that day and stuff. Like, I'm like, it's like, as an instructor, it's like, whew, mission accomplished. You know, I actually did something good in this world. You know what I mean?
Of course.
That's very rewarding. Very, very rewarding.
It is. It sure is. It sure is.
It should all be about the students, isn't it? You know that. Like, unfortunately, it's not everyone thinks like that, but I think, you know, it should all be about the students.
Of course it is, mate. Of course.
And I'm learning more and more now to differentiate between certain things. You know, Richard Dimitri, yeah?
Yeah.
I have a lot of respect for Richard Dimitri and what he does. I think that the guy is
brilliant. The shredder.
Yeah, the shredder.
Oh, yeah. We spoke years ago, man. We spoke years ago. He's a top guy. He's a great
Richard
guy.
Dimitri and Pamela, his wife.
They're over here soon, aren't they?
Yeah.
I'm sure they're in the UK soon.
I'd love to jump in it. It's just a bit, it's a bit pricey.
Yeah.
I'd love to do the master class. That's something I definitely looking forward to do at some point, you know, when I can afford it. But what I like about them is that they're diving into the violence, but not necessarily the physical violence, but the mental violence, the emotional violence, you know, all the psychological implications of traumas and behavioral studies and psychology, and you know, all the different narcissistic personality disorders and how to spot red flags, behavioral red flags and all that. I think that's really, really interesting stuff that's missing in the world of self-protection. So I'm focusing on that at the moment, you know, learning that stuff. And I just realized that, okay, you know, the combatives, I love combatives. I will always be teaching combatives because I think it's great, but it's different. Combatives and combatives is not for everyone.
No,
you know, it's good for soldiers. It's good for people that are going, you know, on the battlefield, that are faced with deadly threats and things like that.
Yeah.
But for Mr. and Madam Everyone, like, it has to be more adapted. So that's where I'm just learning to differentiate now, You know, I'm going to have to do something that's specialized for the normal populace, you know, the normal people, Mr. and Madam Everyone, and then continue with the combatives, which is the worst case scenario stuff, you know.
Yeah.
even yesterday, when I did one of my last posts, and I got a guy, I posted on one group, and one guy said to me, "Oh, if you do that, you're gonna go to jail, and you're just teaching people to murder people." And I'm like, well, there is a context,
How did you cope with that then?
Huh?
How did you cope with that one? What did you say to that person?
What was my reply? Well, the thing is that context always dictates content. You know what I mean? So this is the sort of thing that I demo, for example. If it's a maximum use of force, it means that it's a maximum use of force in response to a maximum use of force. So let's just say that it's a situation where you're facing multiple opponents, multiple armed assailants, and there is a massive threat disparity or strength disparity, and now there is a need to elevate your level of violence as high as you can in as less time as you can. So maybe I feel, some people feel like...
So you educated that person then? You educated that person?
Yeah, but once people have chosen to they see your video and they're like, whoa, that guy's a cunt, it's too much, it's too brutal. And it's like, right, okay. Sometimes it's difficult to kind of speak with people. And, I'm a civilized guy as well. I really try to find the right middle with people. I don't like ego-filled conversation. There's no point,
No.
And it's not good for my image. It's not who I am. And there's no point. Then the conversation doesn't flow. But I don't know. Some people feel like I should precise in every single video where I demonstrate lethal use of force that I should, really break down the situation. I just let them know that's the worst case scenario. What does constitute the worst case scenario is your life is in danger and the odds of your surviving are slim. So you're gonna have to do everything you can to stay alive, man. Even if it means biting an Adam apple off and spitting it in the guy's face, like in Midnight Express. Have you seen that movie?
Yeah, it's great.
Not too long ago as well. Like, crazy.
Yeah. I've read the book. I've read the book as well. The book's really good.
I've not read it.
I'm the type. If I watch a true story, I want to know. I want to get really, really deep into it. Do you know what I mean? So I'll buy the book and I'll really research the real person.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like the Wolf. When I first watched The Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh yeah.
I've actually done a seminar, a sales and marketing seminar with Jordan Belford.
Okay.
He's not that good. That's my personal opinion. I thought, do you know what? I don't think you're that good.
Yeah.
I didn't think you were that good.
So you went there to learn marketing?
Manchester. I went to Manchester. He was in Manchester, and I went to see what I can learn from supposed to be the greatest salesperson on the planet, but I didn't think he was that good.
I mean, he's
a blagger. He was a blagger, but had a very good one and made lots of money, but paid the price in the end. So, and now he's teaching. Now he's teaching people how to be a blagger as well. So you can't blag a blagger.
Yeah. Is that the guy played by DiCaprio?
That's it, DiCaprio. Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah.
So he's been arrested. He lost everything at some point, isn't
he? He nearly almost made £1 million a week. Almost. It was like a couple of £1,000 off it. It was like, so it wasn't that far off it. Making what selling really, really poor stocks to very, very rich companies with rich people with lots of money. The 1% of America with lots of money. He got away with it for many years, and he did absolutely brilliant. I've even got the original sales training. If anyone's watched the film, I'll email it you. Yeah, even that's not that good. I've got an email version and a hard copy. One of his original sales packs. What he did in the 90s to his sales team. So.
Do you know, that's what
it's memorabilia, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what I was saying to you the other day. Like marketing. Yeah. Marketing is the new transferable skill. Like if you're good at marketing, it doesn't matter what business you're into. As long as you have a good product, a quality product, or a quality service to offer to people,
you got to have exactly that. You got to have a class A I've got my business head on now, which I don't really.
Yeah, me too.
I don't. Yeah, I don't. You would think.
Yeah.
You would think. I have a. You would think, but with all the sales and marketing and experience I have, I would have the biggest, hugest dojo in the country. No, totally opposite. What I do in the daytime, nothing to do. It's totally separated from the martial arts. The martial arts is my hobby and it's my passion.
Okay.
What I do in the daytime is to make sure I've got a roof over my head for my family, make sure my family have 4 holidays a year, make sure my kids are dressed well, make sure. Do you know what I mean? Make sure I can live the best life I can for me and my family. Martial arts hasn't done that for me. What martial arts has done for me, I've met great people. I've networked. I trained myself, and it's brilliant. I don't want to make a massive living from martial arts because I'll look at it at a different perspective. It'll be totally different. I care about the martial arts.
Yeah,
I don't really care. Yeah, if I go into a meeting with a massive blue chip company, I'm going to get whatever I can and walk out without no guilt whatsoever.
Yeah,
I wouldn't care. Don't care, and I don't want to have that same feeling in martial arts.
You see, the thing is that when you ask yourself, what do you focus on? Do you focus on quantity or do you focus on quality? And I know there is one thing, I see some people, and you know me, I'm not about to trash talk people. I don't like to give names or anything like that. But let's just say that I see some people that are doing really, really well in this industry.
Yeah,
of martial arts, self-protection, all this, because they're good at marketing. But then,
you know what? There's nothing wrong making a good living from martial arts. There's no wrong with that whatsoever, because you're making a good living.
As long as you're teaching something that's real. Do you know what I mean? That's the other thing.
This is the grey area. This is the grey area. The best instructors I've ever trained with, ever trained with, have been in community centres, leisure centre halls, and church halls.
Yeah,
I would say honestly, and my old boxing gym there was wires coming out the bloody ceilings and no health and safety at all. But the grey area is the grey area. Really, really good. Where'd you train in a really, really top of the range modern martial arts studio where you're going to get people coming through the door?
Yeah.
But is the quality right? Only a martial art teacher will know if the quality is right. The student won't know. The student don't know any different, does he? Right? I know. As a parent, I took my son. We live in Nottingham, a quite nice area. Okay. Yeah. I used to take my son to the other side of Nottingham to make sure he trains with the kids what grew up on council estates.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because I knew the kids he grew up here will be an easier challenge for him because he hadn't got that. How can I put it? I don't mean this nastily. I grew up on a council estate.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I grew up in a really rough and in a shit area. I grew up, right? So I made sure I took my son over to the other side of Nottingham to train with the tougher kids.
Yeah.
Because if a kid grows up on a council estate, I'm not talking for all of them, and I don't mean this nastily. They're going to be naturally tough because they've got that hunch. Do you know what I mean? They're going to the school with other. When you go to a school full of tough kids, it's a matter of survival.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I made sure my son trained with good, and it benefited him. It was for his.
I've seen his last fight, man. Some really good moves in there, man.
Yeah, it's a tough.
He needs to keep at it, man. He'll do well.
I know. He's got a plan. There's a 5-year plan in place for him. So we'll fingers crossed, and God willing, we'll. You guys, you'll have to see him on TV and Sky Sports, hopefully. So let's see. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Yeah.
Why not? I got two friends that were supposed to come to the Kaizen, but I don't think it's going to be happening now because they're on the set of, you know what, I can't really tell publicly, but like Ray Nicholas, that's
I
been.
know he called me. He called me the other
Ray,
day, and I'm like, listen. I can't. I said to him, do you know what? Good luck, because I can't fault you. I would have done exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
Kaizen's brilliant for grassroots. Great for it's for grassroots. We don't have all the big stars coming over from America or whatever. Okay, because it's not about that, and it's not about that, and it would look absolutely rubbish. I think it would look rubbish, because I always wanted Kaizen to be raw, a nice raw feel. It's not a wedding reception, which is all nice and pretty. It's a raw feel. And I spoke to him and I said, do you know what, man? Just go for it. I'm not going to say nothing. You can't say anything.
No, he's brilliant. I mean, I love Ray Nicholas. He's brilliant. I mean, he's been working on all the Hollywood movie sets, and he's doing really well. With John as well, good friend of mine. I'm not sure John might still make it and help me out with
John called me. It was John who called me. Yeah. So, I've spoken to him, and
We'll
maybe but look how good Kaizen 2024 potentially could be from that. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah,
so,
but that's the thing, man. We're thinking about it anyway, because you see, there's not a lot of people teaching fight choreography for the movies. That's something that it's not. There are specialized places to learn. Yeah. But that guy Ray Nicholas, he's been on the set of Batman, Dark Knight Rises, Gladiator, Taken, like all the major movies you can think of. He's been on it, like on it. So
if I was 10 years younger and 5 stone lighter, I might have had to go on that, man.
We're thinking, and we got a few projects with John and Ray.
Good.
I'm not going to say much.
Kids, isn't it? It's good for the young ones, man.
There's going to be some good stuff in the future.
I like to see a good fight, Julien, in the film. I like to see a good punch up, a good street fight. Not so that's why I avoid martial art films, believe it or not.
Do you know what? I like what you just said now. That's what I was going to say to you. Before, when I was younger, before I got into combatives, I would look at kung fu movies and I was like, like right now, it doesn't appeal to me anymore.
I don't appeal to me at all, man.
There are only a few people that I like to watch now. Of course, Jackie Chan. I will always enjoy watching Jackie Chan. He's standing on the top, supreme of the world, But of course, Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan. Bruce Lee started Jackie Chan. But there are a few people now that I really like to watch, and it's really on one hand, not more than on one hand.
It's not even on one hand for me. I like Donnie Yen. I saw him in Rome. You know Donnie Yen.
Donnie Yen is okay.
I saw him in Rome. Yeah,
it's not my favorite. But Donnie Yen is okay. I know some people are going to hate me for that. But it's not my favorite.
Let me quickly tell you this story, Julien. So we at the Spanish Steps in Rome.
Yeah,
I said to everybody, we're leaving the phones in the hotel today. We're gonna go eat, get some gelato, ice cream. We're just gonna walk around Spain. We're gonna leave the phones, and I couldn't believe it. We saw loads of these people, like Chinese Oriental people, come in and look, absolute loads with cameras and I'm like, I said to the miss, I was like, that's Donnie Yen.
Yeah.
She went, who? I went, oh, yeah. I went so fast. I couldn't get there, but I'm like, no phone, couldn't take a picture.
Oh, that's shit. That
that is shit, man. But
you know who I like? I like Scott Adkins. I think Scott Adkins is doing an amazing job with all that. Have you not thought about getting him? Because I know he does. He does shows, doesn't he?
No, it wouldn't suit him.
No.
Okay. You can get anyone you want at a show. You can get anyone you want.
Yeah.
But would it suit it? No.
Yeah.
No. Okay. I like Kaizen to be as totally different as possible to other shows.
Yeah.
This year we've put a tournament on. We're putting a tournament on, right? So we got the Great British Jiu-Jitsu in the other massive hall. They're doing their tournament thing, so you can walk through to the seminar areas and walk through to the tournaments going off.
Yeah,
quite a bit crazy, but will it work? I don't know. I like to take risks. it's good to take risks, and I just want something really different. I did I don't know if you can remember, I did the Japanese martial arts show.
Yeah,
that worked really well. That was original, and it worked really well. And guess what? This year, I've seen about 5 or 6 different seminars with different names, and you could put the Japanese martial arts show on the top. You think, well, it's exactly the same. So when you're doing these things, I'm happy that I'm inspiring people. By the way, but when you're doing these, you've always got next year is going to be an absolute shockwave. Genuinely is. As you know, myself and Matt State, this year we're doing the Festival of Martial Arts, which was
he's a good lad, man.
Let me tell you how that got started. Originally that was going to be called Defence Fest, and that was going to be just for a little small camp, self-defense combative instructors. That was it. A lads weekend. That was sort of like the old thing. And Matt went to view the because it's in Somerset, and he's not very far from Somerset.
Yeah.
And he went over and had a look at the venue, showed me the pictures and the videos of the venue. And we spoke, and we both said this venue is too good just for self-defense, because it is an awesome venue.
Yeah.
I was like, we both agreed, let's just open it up. And I said to him, my vision is to have, like, I says, I've always called Kaizen the Glastonbury of martial arts. Everybody, but it's not in the field. There's nothing to do at night time. And he says, well, right, we can do it here. So that's where that's come off. But, you know, for this year, it's very close to Kaizen. As soon as Kaizen's done, it's back to work again, straight away, no rest, right up to. So 2024 Kaizen will be, if it goes ahead, will be a winter event.
Okay.
So we can concentrate. I can concentrate on Festival of Martial Arts as a summer event, and we'll see what happens in between. But it's going to be Kaizen with another different twist, another different angle. Because
it's a busy period, like June, July. It's like boom for me. It's like the Kaizen Martial Arts Expo, and straight away the Festival of Martial Arts, and then after I'm going to Be Elite as well.
Be Elite, in down. So you're back down to Somerset again with Be Elite with Craig's lot. Yeah,
it's a nice little area over there, man.
It is. It's nice. There's not much happening. Not much happens down that end of the woods down south. There's not much going off there, so it's good. Little tip for everybody. It's really good down. You know, Cornwall down there where the coast is will work absolutely wonders. Isle of Wight will be a nice little spot as well.
Isle of Wight, yeah. That's where what's his name? I don't know why he came to my head. That conspiracy theorist, that big conspiracy theorist, David Icke lives over there.
Crackers, man.
So that venue for the Festival of Martial Arts, is it like a bit of a camping venue with
most of the tents, most of the big pods have gone. But I generally think it's a sellout. As camp, the venue's not a sellout. There are some tickets left for training, but lots and lots of instructors from all over the field. Different, we've got bar, food, live entertainment in the evening.
Nice.
All kinds of axe throwing, axe throwing, archery, and all that.
Nice.
All that crazy stuff.
Oh, that's good.
You know what I mean? So lots of family fun.
So you're gonna have children over there as well, yeah?
Yeah, it's a big project, man. One of the hardest ones I've ever worked on, to be fair. There's a lot involved. You can't, there's things like you can't just all meet up and put your tents up, and there's all the health and safety, all the right insurances are in place, medics, SIA, door staff. You know, there's all kinds of stuff to work.
Okay.
To put in place, but it's almost done. It will be all ready. We'll be ready for July. We'll be ready.
That's how festivals work, isn't it? When you think about it, like you need to think
It is. It's not like Kaizen where it's a seminar, one giant seminar. You know, lucky for me, Great Britain Jiu-Jitsu is looking after the tournament side. I don't have to have nothing to do with that. I can just leave them to it. And the weapons area, the Filipino martial art guys, I let them have the weapons area, and they're just doing their thing. So they'll invite their people, and they'll have a big bash.
Is Tom Edison?
Yeah.
Is he coming as well to the
Yeah, Tom Edison, John Harvey, Richard Hudson, Nottingham's Richard Hudson. Yeah, some good, man. So there's going to be some right good sticks and stones and whatever flying around. It was really popular. It was really popular last year, the weapons area. So I decided to put it on again because it was very, very, very popular. But
sorry.
Go on. I was just going to say on terms of self-defense, it's very strong this year because I know you're a self-defense. You like your self-defense coaches. It's very, very strong. Mr. Kevin O'Hagan is a must. I think. I like. We spoke about Redor earlier. Mike Constantinas is coming over from Holland.
I've heard that name before.
You should get him on here. I've interviewed him on my podcast, Walk the Talk. I've interviewed him on that. It's really, really interesting guy. Good guy, mate. Honestly.
Yeah. There are a few people like I'm focusing. I got a few good people coming on this podcast.
You've had some really good people on here, Julian.
Yeah. I tend to
Billy Brown was my favourite.
Who?
Billy was my favourite.
Billy Brown is amazing. Yeah. I get along with Billy quite well, man. Do you know? I'm always amazed by. I mean, he's a big lad, isn't he? But
he moves fast. He moves for a big guy,
like the explosiveness on that dude, like for his size, it's like wow. No, I wouldn't like to get kicked by that dude, mate.
No. I'd love to. We have spoke about him coming over to the UK.
Yeah, but that'd be good. Let me know.
It's in the pipeline.
Let me know if you're doing that, please, because I'll
definitely
jump on that, man.
Definitely. I thought he was British as well at first.
Yeah. No. Now I'd love to go over to the US as well. There's quite a few people I want to train with. The thing is, in the US, the stuff that I'm interested about to train is the CQB, the firearm stuff.
Yeah.
I've trained a lot of that with my father when I was younger, and I've learned from some really good people in the US.
Do you find some USA martial arts quite cringy? I do. I'll be honest with you, quite cringy. I'll tell you, I've been offered to go over to the States. On one of their massive expos just to see how they do things.
Yeah,
I looked at another seminars and other stuff, but it's just timing for me, man, and whether I can be bothered to go over as well, and family and that.
It's a big market over there, though. That's the thing.
It is, but there's also a big market where you got 25-year-old 10th dans with pictures of tigers in the background, these fucking mental stances. Do you know what I mean? That's what I find a bit cringy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm not saying it's all but my man. Danny Insanto, probably the world's best cross trainer.
Yeah.
At the moment, Danny Insanto.
Of martial arts, isn't it?
Yeah. And people going about Chuck Norris. I've never rated Chuck Norris. I don't see what the big deal is.
I've never been
honestly, generally don't know what the big deal is about Chuck Norris.
I've never been a big fan of Chuck Norris.
No. I think it's just one of them names. I think it's a name what's just gone round and round. Chuck Norris, Van Damme, and all that. I was a fan of Steven Seagal at one point.
I've heard he's not a very nice man.
No, well.
You know, when it comes to people in the US, there are a few people I'd love to go and train with, like just to name a few. Tim Kennedy from Sheepdog Response is definitely one guy that I'd love to train with.
Do you know your realistic stuff in America is not too bad. It's all right.
Oh yeah, but that's what I love about
it. It's pretty good. But
yeah,
but you know, Tiger Claw, Kung Fu.
I'm not going there for that, bro. There is bullshit everywhere, man.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not. Yeah, I mean, if you're
there is good stuff and bad stuff everywhere, man. But look at people like Craig Douglas. Look at people like Craig Douglas from Sheaveworks. That is absolute amazing stuff. Like that's definitely someone I'd love to train with. Kelly McCann, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
There are some really, really good instructors in the US, man. You just need to go and find them, but they are definitely. So someday.
Billy's cool.
Yeah, Billy is great, man.
I mean, Billy will agree with you. He's American. He will agree with you about the bullshit in America.
Oh yeah,
we've got it. We've got it here in the UK. It's because America's
everywhere.
Massive. It's absolutely massive, isn't it? And you know, especially now Cobra Kai is so popular.
Cobra Kai. Oh yeah. yeah. I'm back to Portugal at the end of this year. They're inviting me again in December if everything goes well. So that's good. That's good. I like Portuguese. I think Portuguese are really nice people. Like slowly, I'm starting to think about maybe moving over there at some point. Like
I would.
Yeah, when I can afford. Just the sun, bro. Do you know this weather in here in the UK is depressing, man.
Yeah, I know.
You need a bit more sun. You know that yourself. You need to go on a holiday every now and then.
You always miss
the battery.
You always miss it. Yeah. You always miss the UK. So it'd be difficult to. And who you're leaving behind as well. That's always stopped me. But
of course, if you got a family, it's completely different, isn't it?
Whether they want to go, and as well. But plans to retire in Spain.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I'll be probably still be doing stuff like this when I'm like 80. You know?
A friend of mine, a friend and former student of mine, John Cantides, he retired to Spain.
Yeah,
he spoke about it for all the time I've known him. He was like, "Oh, I had it with this country. I need to go to Spain. I need to go to the sun. I need to go there." And finally, he went there with his other half. You know, he's happy now. He's doing his training under the sun with some Manu Chao on. Flip-flops training in the back garden with some Manu Chao. And
we had talks of putting like a Kaizen event in a very, very sunny area.
It changes the atmosphere. Even when you make a video, bro.
I don't think you'll. No, I know, but I don't think it will be bloody good doing it. I don't know. I don't like the summer over here. I don't like summer stuff here. I'm a winter. I like the winter.
Do you?
I like winter. I like autumn. UK autumn is better.
All right.
UK autumn.
You know what?
I don't like summer here. It's not unless I'm in Bournemouth.
Okay, yeah.
Like that because Bournemouth is the place to go in the summer.
Yeah.
And you lucky lot what live in Bournemouth, man. You know their beach. There's a gym on the beach.
Oh yeah.
A proper gym. People train. It's like being in a different country. The water is brilliant to swim in. Yeah. Love it. Yeah. Spent a lot of time in Bournemouth last summer, so I'm really looking forward to going again.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest with you. When it comes to the sea, I'm not even bothering with the UK. Like, if I want to go to the sea, I go to a warm country like Spain or Portugal or the south of
Portugal. It's cold sea. I found that when I went to Portugal, it was really cold. The sea.
Cold.
Yeah.
Depends what time of the year.
Yeah. No, I went in the summer. August.
Yeah.
It was like, whoa.
I'm going there. I'm going there in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I'm going to spend 10 days to go and see my mum. My mum just bought a house over there.
Oh, nice, man.
She's more in the Porto region, you know, not in Portugal, like about an hour and a half from Porto.
Yeah.
Not too far from Praia de Mira.
Yeah. I like the Portuguese, man. They're similar to Italian people.
Nice people, down to earth,
food, family,
welcoming. Yeah,
super.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's true. That's one of the reasons as well why I like Portugal, because I like the people. I think that they're nice, friendly people, welcoming. You know, the food is nice. The weather is nice. The women are nice. You know, it's just like you got what you need over there. You can grow your food.
Yeah,
and that's one thing. Like I got out of the last time I went to see my mother, who just bought a house. Just in the back garden, you get out and there's lemon trees and orange trees, and oh, that's great. We don't have that in the UK. You know, you could just go to the tree and just grab your orange and just fresh orange.
My Italian friend has commented. He said, "Let him watch Naples." Frank, so Charles Frank, Frank lives in Rome. He's just commented. He said, "Let him watch Naples." It's actually half time, so he knows it's a big game for Naples today. And I'm watching the game and doing this at the same time. So it's currently
who's winning? No, I'll be honest, not that I care, but who is winning?
It's 0-0 at the moment. So no one's nothing. It's still nothing happens yet. But we've not won. Napoli have not won the Italian title for 33 years. So last time was 1990. Okay. So
you're still hope in the bag.
Yes. So Lazio, Juventus, and Inter Milan all in the top 4. So it's going to be interesting next season. Yeah. I know it's not about football.
Football's never been my thing, man. Occasionally, I look after the odd footballer here and there for work, but that is about it. Like most of the time, I don't even know who they are. I looked after Ronaldo last year, so I knew who he was.
I showed my son. Yeah, my son's a Ronaldo.
Okay.
Who doesn't like Ronaldo?
He wasn't. Do you know he's a nice guy?
I mean, check this out. My pal Julien Masson's fucking looking after Ronaldo, man.
That looks good on the CV, that man.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. So, tell you what, man, I'm definitely looking forward to all this, man. A lot of good projects in the future.
Yeah, God, yeah, it is. We got something mental. Me and Matt spoke about it. We had a chat. I says, Matt, I've got this really stupid idea. This fucking mental idea, and you're gonna laugh.
Go on.
I think it's doable. I'm not gonna say nothing. Not yet.
Okay.
After the camp, we'll spill the beans.
Okay.
And he said this. He went, when I blew his head off with that, he says, "Let me add my bit to it now," which was my other mad idea. So we had this nutty idea, and I've got this nutty idea, and we brought it together, and it's just like
super naughty.
Yes.
Yeah. That's good, bro. Like, you know, make it work. That's what it's about.
Yeah. It's got to be thoughts. It's got to be different. I'm sick of going on social media and everything's the same. Everything's the same. Same
Think
people.
outside the box.
You know, same thing, different T-shirt.
Yeah.
How easy is
different toilet?
How easy is it to come up with a self-defense system? You need a logo, right?
Yeah.
You need a slogan like "Pinch my bum if you think you're hard enough." That needs to go on the T-shirt.
Okay.
Right? Then you need the cool super duper T-shirt. We touched on marketing earlier.
Yeah.
Boom. Put it out there. Look dead hard and look dead aggressive. Proof's always in the pudding. You know what I'm saying? For me, I think the UK self-defense scene is it's probably one of the best in the world currently.
Yeah.
There's so many little self-defense groups pop up and disappear, pop up and disappear, pop up and disappear.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? So it's good that
it's not easy.
The people what we've got already. Yeah, I know it's not easy.
It's not easy to keep the right mindset.
Nothing's original.
No.
It needs to be original. It needs to
think outside the box, man.
Of course.
You see what my idea right now, and I spoke to you about this. my idea right now is to I'm lucky enough here in the north in Manchester to have some really good high level competitive fighters that are good friends of mine. I know Panikos Yusuf, who's the owner of All Powers Gyms, who's one of my best friends, and one of his fighters, Dan Butler, who's one of the top UK Muay Thai fighters. We're learning to kind of find a way to adapt Muay Thai for the street. For Muay Thai is already a great art. I mean, you could definitely make Muay Thai work for the street, no problem at all.
Easy.
How do we take certain things away that are sport, sport related, and how do we bring the street into it? So that's what I'm working on now with Dan Butler and Panikos.
Yeah, good project, man.
Yeah, and I will do the same with MMA. I will do the same with MMA, with boxing, and with jiu-jitsu. So I want to take the sport. I want to take the most efficient and pragmatic and realistic combat sports, and modify them for the street. And I want to end up with the street MMA type of thing. Okay. And I know, for example, I mean, I've been an instructor under Lee Morrison, and the stuff that he does is absolutely brilliant. I love his stuff. I think that it's all about individual learning and creating something new. And I'm thinking to myself, if I was to use the UC principles on the top of you put in collaboration with the solid basis of Muay Thai, the solid basis of MMA and certain arts, you'd end up with something really fucking good, man.
Yeah, exactly.
And add the weapons to it as well.
That's
what I'm working on right now. I want to come up with some sort of street MMA. That's what I want to come up with. So working the ground and pounds, all the throws, all the ground and pounds, all the striking, stand-up striking, all that stuff.
Just do it. Just do it, man.
Yeah.
Just get on with it and just do it. Because whatever you put out there, some people will like it, some people will slate it.
Yeah. But that's the thing I had to learn. Not everyone will like what you do. And if you don't piss people off, it means you're doing something wrong anyway, Lucci.
I know that already.
Do you get abused as well? Abusers?
Yeah, that's going to say for my head. If you can't pick the phone up, if you've got a problem, I'm Italian. I've been brought up Italian, right? This is how we do stuff. I had a big. He's half Italian, half Irish. He used to do this show on BBC.
Yeah,
which was quite good. He used to show this BBC. I had a little fucking uproar with him, and Facebook statuses everywhere. And I says, I thought you was half Italian. He says, yeah. I says, well, you know how we do shit then, don't you? Phone me, at least have the decency. Call me up. I'll meet you somewhere. We get this sorted. Once it's sorted, it's sorted. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Don't whatever what you put on Facebook. I'm no angel. What you put on Facebook is a reflection of you, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you seriously got to disrespect someone by putting a Facebook post and talking about them, have a word, man. That's just a coward in my eyes. An absolute coward in my eyes.
Indirect, yeah. It's people like just
come and talk to me. Talk to me. An event organizer, a very well-known figure in the martial arts. I recently messaged him. Is there a problem? Here's my number. Let's talk. If there's a problem, let's sort this out now, because you're making yourself look stupid, and you've been in the game for absolutely years.
Yeah.
You was once one of my idols. You've been in the game once. Have you got? What's the problem? You see how nice he was straight away. Keep doing what. This is the answer I got back. Oh, you keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great.
Yeah.
It's not his fault. But then I've got other people who they message me, Julian, wanting advice and stuff like that because they're thinking about putting a seminar on. I give them advice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know how I do it. I just do it. I don't know what it is. I just do it.
That's good. At the end of the day, I'll tell you one thing, Lucci. Even when people take the piss with you, if you're, don't allow people to walk all over you. That's one thing for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, even people in the past that have been a bit harsh with me, you know what I do? Even years later, I give them a ring. I'm like, "How you doing, mate?" I'm like, I'm making them think, "Fuck, this guy is actually a really fucking nice guy. He's actually forgave everything that I did." You know what I mean? He's still here.
Yeah.
Unless that guy is an absolute fucking dick. Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
but I do that with people. It's like there is a story. There are various like spiritual stories of, you know, where people actually there is these acts of kindness regardless of what the person is in front of you, and
Yeah.
that makes them think. Makes them think, oh shit, Lucci's not that bad after all. Do you know what I mean? I fucking called him all the names under the sun, but now he's still, he knows, but he's still here kind of saying to me, you see, you fucking called me every name, but I'm still here saying this and saying that. Do you know what I mean? I mean, there is a
my friend called me and he says this guy's blocked me. I mean, we blocked me on Facebook. You know him. I'm like, so he's blocked you. I'm like, what do you want me to do? So I've not spoken to him for ages. What do you want me to do? Because no. I'm just saying he's blocked me because I confronted him about something. I went, that's a good thing then if he's blocked you. Why are you fucking worried then if he's blocked you? What's the?
That's it, man.
You don't have to have that stress again, do you? Like, whoa.
Yeah. It is what it is, Lucci.
It is what it is, mate.
You just focus on the positive with the positive people, you know?
Yeah.
It's all about raising the vibrations.
Yeah, exactly.
No probs. I tell you what, man. I thought we said we were going to do about an hour, so we just did about an hour, which is great. I think it was great to have you on, man.
It's always nice to talk to you, and we're looking forward to having you at the camp and Kaizen this year.
Same here, man. I'm looking forward to that, man.
Keep doing your podcasts, man, because I'm really enjoying them. Get some really good.
Yes,
you know what I mean? If you need some, if you want me to chuck over some people, I've been interviewing bare knuckle boxers from what? Wow. Honestly,
they're a different breed of people.
Different breed. Absolutely different breeds. This guy, my last interview was a guy called Kevin Olsen.
Yeah.
Is the most controversial BKB fighter in the world. And I wanted to know why he got that title. Yeah. Wow, man. He's been disqualified for his last 5 bare knuckle boxing fights. Look up King of the Streets. Look up.
I know King. Yeah, that's some serious shit, that, man.
We spoke about, do you know, many years and years ago when Ultimate Fighting first came out and it was banned in every state in America, and it reminds me of that, but a little bit of a hardcore version.
Kings of the Street, they meet in underground. They meet in underground car parks. They all got like balaclavas and stuff. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about,
mate. And he's competed. He's heavily involved in that as well, and that's going to be.
I know a few people that are involved with that as well, man. That's some serious shit, man.
It's the closest thing to a realistic street fight, but in competition form.
Yeah. Don't go there if you're afraid of getting brain.
Don't go there if you've got no balls, mate. Honestly, that's that.
I've heard some of them shows you can even buy it and eye poke and everything, bro.
Yeah. Crazy. That's entertainment. People like to watch that shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, not for me. It's not for me, unfortunately, mate. It's not. It's not for me.
You see, the thing is that there are people that do enjoy hurting people. There are people that have got a psychopathic, narcissistic personality disorder, man. They might not be serial killers or anything like that, but they just enjoy seeing people getting hurt or hurting people.
Yeah,
and you know the world of bare knuckle boxing seem to be attracting that type of people.
Yeah,
that's the worst type of person you can face in a fight, bro.
I know.
For me, and I know what level of aggression I'm ready to access if I had to defend myself, save my family, my loved ones. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or I do not enjoy hurting people. I'm an empath, bro. I don't like. I think hurting people is stupid. Do you know what I mean? I've never hurt people for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do have people like that on this earth. So yeah,
awful.
These are the people to look out for, man. Yeah.
Who you got coming up? Can you say?
Okay, I'll tell you. I have that guy from the US called Harinder.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, who's always he's the JKD guy that trained under Paul Vunak, who's very big in the UK and in
Don't
the
you
US.
get Paul Vunok's brilliant.
Yeah,
He's brilliant. I know I was talking about American martial arts, man. He's one of the brilliant ones.
yeah. What I like about Harinder is that I love the way that he speaks about like philosophy. He gets all the philosophy into the martial arts, and his videos are him talking about flow and philosophy, and I really love that shit, man. So we'll have a good chat with him soon. I think on the 9th of May, and I have Peter Ciara. I have Peter Ciara coming up on the 17th of May while I'm in Portugal. I'm interviewing him over there.
I'm in Tenerife then, but I'll watch it when I get back. Yeah. I've been watching Peter's stuff for a few years
He's
now.
coming. I'm bringing him over in October, 7th and 8th of October. He's here in Manchester.
I'll be there. I'll come and see him. Definitely.
Let me know, man. There's going to be. I will be advertising this anyway because that's going to be that's a 2-day seminar as well. That's like a weekend seminar, so that's going to be good. And I'm also talking to Jared Wehonge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tricom Combatives.
You should speak to Redor.
Who?
Red. Big
Red.
Yeah, Redor.
Maduri.
Yeah, is that right? I always cock his name up all the time. I just call him Big Red.
Yeah, I did a podcast with him already. When was that? Like 2 months ago.
Well, you got that one. All right. Right. Okay.
Yeah. I got him on. We got a nice chat. There are some people that I'm gonna bring back anyway. You know, there's some. I did Ryan Hoover as well. Craig Douglas. Of course, Jeff Thompson. I did. That was really good, Jeff Thompson. Like that had nothing to do with self-protection. It was all spirituality and good. The occult, esoteric, and that was good stuff. So I got some good people coming up. I'll definitely bring Billy Brown again, and we got a lot of good people coming up.
Fantastic. Julian, thanks for having me.
Well, thank you for being here, Lucci. Great to have you, man.
Thanks for having me, man.
No problem. Then, is there anything that you want to plug in before we go?
This obviously the Kaizen's priority at the moment. Kaizen Adrenaline, Martial Arts and Fitness Expo. That'll be June the 11th at the Rushcliffe Arena in Nottingham. So the venue is absolutely massive. You can remember last year was all squashed like sardines, weren't we? It was really busy. So it's like, do I do this one again and risk it, or do I really risk it and go for the massive venue? And I was like, right, I'm going to chuck a lot of money at it this time.
Yeah.
So, we'll see.
That's good, man.
It'll be nice to see everyone there. Then June the 30th to July the 3rd, we have the very first Festival of Martial Arts in Somerset. So if you want a family weekend away, that's
awesome stuff. So for everyone, if people want to see these podcasts again, they want to read they want to rewatch them podcasts, you can go on my YouTube channel that's called Adrenaline Combatives. In the live section, you will see all the lives. So if you want to share it, or if you guys want to see it again, you can find them there. And also on Facebook, they're being broadcasted live on Facebook. So that's that. A lot of projects on the go, a lot of new things coming, but I'm in the habit of not saying anything until it happens now. Otherwise, it doesn't happen.
Well, true. So, the stuff I've said over the years have not happened. It's just where I'm going to bite my tongue sometimes. Yeah, I've got to right. Do you know what I mean? Just keep.
That's it. It was Steve Jobs that said, "You don't say anything about your project. You work silently on it, and once it's done, you release it."
Yeah. Did he also say, "Don't think of nothing. Always think of something second and not first"? Because there's like, for example, the guy who's a kid who invented Facebook. What's his name? Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh, from
Yeah, actually, he nicked Facebook from two of his two brothers, didn't he? And the guy from McDonald's as well. He nicked that. He nicked that from the McDonald brothers.
Yeah.
He nicked that one. So, yes.
Okay.
Move in silence. I like this one. Move in silence. Only talk when it's time to say checkmate.
Move in silence until it's time to make your move. Then,
or whatever. Yeah. Just
all right. No problem, Lucci. I'll let you go, man.
Thank you, Julian. God bless you, man.
I'll see you very soon, brother.
Enjoy your combatives and enjoy the adrenaline. Follow the page, everyone.
Thank you, man.
You don't have to share me, but share him, please.
Share him too.
Cheers, man.
All right, brother.
Take care, man. Okay. Take care. Bye-bye.